What's happening? Trying to set up my stream. What's happening? I'm trying to set up my stream. It's been a minute. I'm getting rusty on this setup. I'm trying to put some music in the background. I think the music is good, but a little loud. Take it down a little. That's like very low. That's okay. Let me see if I hop on YouTube as well. Okay, we up on YouTube as well. Think I need to optimize all my pages though. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Usually before the stream, I'm supposed to, set up the captions and all, but I have a long day to go, and I might be trading live today. I don't know. It's depending on opportunities that I see in the market. Trying to share my link. All right. It's been a minute here, and it's been crazy, heavy, and I've not just been streaming about it, but it's what I'm looking at right now with the. I'm trying to see if I will get any opportunity today to trade, right? And I've been looking for a bit. I don't think I'm getting a new setup soon. The dollar index, this drop that happened yesterday, in my trend following pattern, right? I was tracking this to be the peak and then a retracement to like deeply inside here, but the retracement actually went a lot deeper than I anticipated. When he got here, he actually did make some move back, but couldn't continue higher, and that did left behind this gap here, which also is like the neckline to this. So a double top neckline TP, right? Basically on a candlestick following pattern, right? So what I'm anticipating with the dollar index is a retracement back up here, then here, then maybe fill up as much as possible. And if we did get here and any signal there, signal a weaker dollar for me, because I don't think the retracement will start right away. I don't think that is starting right away because we do have the opening of this price to be sitting right there. So retracement back in here, and then maybe some shots on U card, for example. I was in this. This trade is the most chaotic trade I've had in a long time. Very chaotic. I was in drawdown for like 2 days before this push up. And when this push up happened, guys, I was already in here. It was like 9 a.m. ish, thereabout. Woke up and then found myself in drawdown again. I want, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to close this trade, bro. It literally almost touched my stop loss like this on my MT5. Let me see if I can find the record for it. Let me show you. Trade history. This was it. If you can see it, my stop loss was just around below these two. My stop loss was just down there, right? Then I did take partials here. That red button, that red thing, took partials there, and then closed out completely here before it started plummeting. I'm not going to lie. If I was in here when all of this was happening, it probably would have taken my stop loss because I was looking at U card as filling up all of this ice. If this push back was going to gain enough momentum to continue upper, but as always, the market said no, and then you can see now that it looks like we have um it feels like we have this happening. We have this um down downtrend forming up, right? So we have this retracement. If Fibonacci there, you can see completed. Let me show you. I would take this. This is how I take it. A Fibonacci there looks like this from here and then completed, right? That's on this side of things. But on a bigger picture, earlier, it also did look like a retracement. So this low here is a mid-level. You can see this here, right? So if I'm targeting here, this current region looks like a support that might hold. Does look like a support that might hold. Right? It looks like a support that might hold. Let me check my audio again. Okay, my audio is good actually. So if this does retrace rather, then it's quite tricky And here is why. Let me illustrate why. This looks like a support in itself. I don't want to draw it, but for the purpose of this video, here, it looks like a floor to me. It's like the base of thing. And we have not had a candle close below that range. We have not had a candle close. So it's quite a tricky zone right now. But because we are not just here to just grab money and run, waiting is the game still. Waiting is the game still. You gotta wait for it, right? The last time it came down, it felt like an equal low right there. Just a little bit peep, but it does look like an equal low, right? So what I will be looking at in the meantime for a reference point, whether I'm going to be selling it or I'm going to be buying it, is for this to happen in the short time. If we do have a pullback like this and this holds, then I'm going to be buying it to this 78 region. Now that's going against the trend, but I might think that to get here before it decides whether it's dumping again or not, right? Meanwhile, this also will be built on what the dollar might do behaviorally on the candlestick, right? So if the dollar start pushing up, it might just be hey, English. It might be coinciding with this pullback. That will be a confirmation just to see if the DXY is going to buy for a main time, right? Whether here or whether up here to fill up this spot right there, right? So that's what I'm looking at on U card. For GU, it did the widest thing, and I might have to analyze my point of interest on GU. It's actually been a minute I did that, right? So seem to have found its own double bottom in the past, and these are daily candles, by the way. We have it here because took out this high, right? And we have this retracement that couldn't go any further here. Are we targeting here when the dollar gets weaker? If that would be the case, I want to know what is happening on the at this price area. So let's go to 4 hours. So that 4 hours. Just already broken this. We're high. Are we making higher highs now? We're going to enter anything here, right? The stop loss has to be here. Depending if you are banking on a weaker dollar. That's if when this guy starts to dump. But if this guy continues to gain, we might anticipate a breakdown in price here. And when it starts gaining its strength again, we'll be targeting here, right? Which is just this gearing up for a more bullish push to the upside, right? That would be what. But here quite tricky though. So let's see what the dollar does on that. But I'm expecting a temporary. I already saw this when I woke up, right? Um, pushing this down, pushing this down, like to find support before a more bullish push on that. Same thing for gold. I'm not rushing on gold, guys. I really want to like get into this gold trade and look the other way for like a week or two, cause why not, right? So I'm yet to ascertain where my own entry will be on gold, but these are the areas of interest that. So yesterday we had this push. Every time we see a push, it shouldn't be about jumping in a position. Let me put my face up a little. All right, so every time we see a push in the market, right, it is not the time to just already jump in. Um, I've not been trading gold, right, but I've been trying to understand it with my own strategy and get into positions where I can swing trade. And it's quite with my research and everything. I think it's quite the um. I think gold is quite the element to trade and hold for a bit, which is what I've been trying to do with the positions I've been trying to get in since looking at gold. So let me just run you through my breakdown on what I'm seeing on gold. If any gold trader is seeing this and they want to talk about it, I'm open to talk about it, man, because I think it's interesting actually, and I want to make sure I profit from this. All right. So after all the craziness, and we are back at the base here, which had been based on research with some of the analysis I've seen online, right? We've been at this floor for a bit, which seems to be like support. Mind you, this is these are daily candles, right? These are daily candles. So seeing this right here, I think I need some music. Yeah. So seeing this right here, and the market printed this yesterday. A lot of people made a lot of money here yesterday. I'm sure some people actually also did lose some money here yesterday. But this is crazy. I've seen a four lot turn into now 98K on this move that happened, right? So, but anytime I see a push like that, it is an alertness of okay, I think we're having a direction now because I don't know how guys have been doing it and buying and selling and buying and selling, but for me, I didn't see any direction recently. And what I was looking towards was to have this whole level breakout there, right? Then fill up some of this, and that did happen yesterday. But it's still not strong enough confirmation before I put any risk on what my position on gold might be like, right? What I am going to be looking for is okay, on the 4 hour we had this push or bullish candles, right? Once that happens, I want to see a retracement. I would desire that retracement goes even deeper to this level, right? But there is a strong indication of if this resistance will turn to a support or if it's going to fail and find its bearing around here. But basically, if this sh- if this, not when, it's still an if this should happen, um and I see some bullish formation on a lower uh time frame, or say a big candle wicked out and the body closes here and then start showing me some signs, then this is where I would want to enter a buy from, and find a proper risk for my account, right? And hold it, hold it like for long, at least back to 43K, 43, 400, 400, or yeah, 400. The market is around this at this time. So let's look at what that might mean. Um, on some risk management calculations. I'm gonna show you. One sec. I needed to open a calculator. Um, video, profit calculator. Mm, Okay, so the price I'm looking at is where two 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 zones, but I'm looking at four 411. XAU USD. Maybe later. One lot. One lot is a lot. Open price. Let's see. If we enter here, the proper place to put a stop loss, I ain't gonna lie, it's quite tricky. But proper place for stop loss according to this, I'll put it at here. So I want to know how much I'm risking before. No, I can't afford a 0.01 on that because I'm trying to hold it for long. That's a lot of distance, man. We can't afford that position. Let's go down. So let's say we do find a position around here. I'll put our stop loss here. Mm-mm. Man, can't afford some of those positions, or maybe this calculator is just messing me up right now. Hold on. Let's go lower. This is 15 minutes, right? Man, we could actually I'll, it's crazy, but we could actually sell gold. But I'm not trying to trade gold like scalping it. I need to wait for it to come to me. If not, selling it down from current position is actually not a bad idea. But I'm not in for a play like that with gold, man. Because anything can happen. It could turn around and start buying from where it is at. 1 hour is showing some hindrances here. The next one is around here. But on the 4 hour, to block out all the noise, it's weakening out from current sit. And there is a lot of journey down from this last candle. So we wait. Alternatively, what can signify buying? It won't even signify buying immediately because even if this candle starts going up, 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 I would still want a retracement back into something I can hold on to before I enter into a position. So eyes on that. Uh, U card, like I said, I think it might have found a support here because the last time it tried to come down, it did weak back, and it might find some support and buy a little bit. This is what we determine the retracement. This should break a retracement, and this low confirms, then up. Until I see those criteria, I'm not getting in there. I still have my money. I can hold on to my money until that happens. And if it doesn't happen, we take another look at it. So GBP USD also the same consolidation rejection a lot at this region. So uh what will dictate all that is what the dollar does. So until then, I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out. I'll catch you on the next stream, guys.